Hey, what's going on, guys? Back, and here we are at the right where we left off. So we're gonna continue. Alright. We were afraid the army wouldn't get back to us, but eventually they did. The next transmission was full of evacuation promises, but they ended in a big if. The speaker requested that any survivor groups armed with firearms should dispose of them before they get rescued. We're not gonna do that, because why would we give away one of our weapons? That'll just give someone else weapons, and we'll be weaponless, and they'll easily shoot at us. We decided to ignore those orders. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. Timmy's hungry and thirsty. So, yeah. Alright, so Timmy needs both, and down to +3 water. We need more food, actually. Enough sitting around. It's time to visit the service and look for some additional supplies. Maybe something survived the blast. Maybe someone is still alive. Let's find out. Hey, guess what? What's his name? Tim, I think? Ted? Yeah, Ted. Okay, bye, Ted. I like your beard. Come back with a better one and you won't have to go next time. Alright. Let's see. Luckily, Mary Jane's fine. Timmy's hungry. And water is for Dolores. Run low on food. Hopefully, Ted will come back with it. Let's do something today. Something fun. If we don't, someone might snap, and that's the last thing we want. Let's play some War. A card game. Called War. Everybody's sleeping. Day 25. I'm gonna take a drink real fast. It's man's second nature to hunt. Dang, after taking that drink, I just messed up. We went to see if there's anything worth hunting outside. We ran into this nice-looking man, so we started yelling loudly and waving our gun at him. He probably misunderstood this universal gesture of peace, because he fled before we could talk. But he left 2 cans of soup behind. Good, we got more food. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane needs water, and she's rested. So, Mary Jane needs water. And what I like is we can check the status of people this way. Oh, that's food. Whoops. Doris is fatigued. Can't. Ooh. Empty first aid kit, worn out gas mask, bug spray, portable radio. Leaving your shelter abandoned is very risky. Okay. Axe, flashlight, map, rifle, portable. Yeah, we're making X's. Okay, so we are right now. We're right there. And Ted's probably here, so he should be returned any day now. Alright. We were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. It seems to be a trader who's very interested in ammunition. How about that? We don't have ammunition, and he's probably just gonna take checkerboards from the self-zone. Bye. Ooh, checkerboard. Somebody's been playing. See right here? Somebody's been playing. We could tell the stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. Mary Jane's hungry. Timmy's thirsty. Hungry, thirsty. Hungry, thirsty. That's never a good time to go out into radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later, and planned to take a trip outside. Before we could make the third step beyond the sheltered doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do. Flashlight into the eyes. Hopefully it's a dog, and we have a new friend. Okay, Ted's back, and he's sick. Should've brought back a med kit, and you wouldn't be sick. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog! Aw, the poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let him out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully, he'll come back later. Ted has safely returned. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Well, don't let anybody follow you then. Unfortunately, the search was futile. We gained nothing from this excursion. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today. No news for Timmy. Dolores needs water, and Ted is hungry and tired. Hungry, thirsty. Okay, we're gonna send out we're gonna send out Mary Jane because Ted's not feeling good, and in case he has a chance of dying, we don't want Dolores to be far away. Because if you don't have no parents, then you lose. We always thought life could be much better. That was before we got moved. Well, that was what he said. Did you guys hear Ted coughing? That's hilarious. Memories or not, we need to keep our heads clear and get a grip on reality ahead of us. Mary Jane needs water, Timmy is rested, Doris is hungry, and Ted's hungry. Parents are hungry, and she is thirsty. It's about time we choose someone to scavenge. Timmy, since you did so good last time, give us food and a med kit, and you can have all the food and meds you want. I mean, that's the only thing I can offer. Alright. Mary Jane isn't worried. Timmy went outside. Ted was fine. Ted is hungry. And Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right away. Okay, so he needs both. We don't have no medkits, so we can't help him. We were afraid the army won't get back to us. They're trying to make us lose our weapons. That's not going to happen. So I'm never going to let go. I love listening to him coughing. We decided to ignore those orders. Mary Jane is fatigued. Ted is still sick. And Dolores needs water. Well, we have a ton of water, so we got this entire jug over here. When Dolores came back from the expedition the other day, she had a tiny scratch that's cut off her feet. On her leg. It didn't seem serious at the time, but now it's quite terrible sight. Hopefully they cut it off. I don't want to see that ugly thing. The legs look fine to me. Day 31, the axe is gone. Hopefully something happened. If there's one thing we would never consider, it would be cutting off any part of Dolores with an axe. Not only would she object to this, she would probably take matters and axe into her own hands. That sounds scary. It was in our best interest to avoid such a situation. We did use the heated axe blade to clean her wounds, and the infection seemed to be fading away. The operation wasn't pretty though, and we damaged our axe. Well, why would you damage it then? Mary Jane is thirsty. Dolores is fine. Ted is fine. So we need thirsty. Scratching on the door couldn't mean one thing. Our dog friend's back. Let's feed him. I think he'll help us. Or kill us. The first night he didn't kill anybody or hurt anybody, so let's see. The dog was back to his former self in under an hour. We don't know what they would put in that soup, but man, that stuff is good. We decided the dog needed a name, and the right name for him was Pancake. Come here, Pancake. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Okay, sorry about that. Pancake stayed around for a while, but was gone next morning. We can bet he will be back. Mary Jane needs food, Dolores is fine, and Ted needs a drink. Thirsty, hungry. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know. He claimed he used to be an accountant, but he survived as a trader and a gambler. He offered us a card game for a bet of 2 water bottles. Shall we play? Should we? There's a chance we get 2 waters back, but there's a chance he get 2 waters. So, let's try it. Hopefully our luck is good. Stop coughing, Ted. You're fine. Just rub some water on your throat or something. Aha! Lady Luck has smiled on us. We won a vicious game of war. Ooh, I love that game. The man wasn't too happy about it, but he delivered on his promise. So yeah, that was good. That we did. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happens to Mary Jane today. Dolores needs water and Ted's still sick. Well, I can't help you with that. As we were about to start our book club discussion on a book we've all read, the phone book, we were interrupted by a rapid knocking on the door. Found out it was a group of refugees who survived the blast just like we did. They were doing much worse than us and begged us to provide them with any water, food, or medical supplies we could spare. Sorry. Actually, we could get something in return, so let's give him a water bottle. I mean, we got a lot of water. Okay, so Timmy's back. Let's see. Doesn't look like the people gave us anything. Visitors had a problem finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and wished us the best. -1 water. We were afraid for Timmy, but he's back. Our little trips to stars might have been spotted and followed. Then don't let anybody follow you. And I can't be any carefuler next time. The nuke did most of the destructive work. There was an abandoned truck in line for the gas pump. We immediately recognized the logo of a well-known company on the side. Yep, the Canned Soup Company. Well, you'd think they'd have more than one can, wouldn't you? Everyone has to drink sometimes, including Mary Jane. Timmy's hungry. Dolores is fine. And Ted's hungry. So hungry. And... okay. So, you're hungry and... no, you're not hungry. You're thirsty. It says Wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. But she's gonna have to go. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but the colony of them growing on one of the walls. We changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? No. I know enough about mushrooms that some types will kill you. So yeah, I don't want you guys to die. Alright. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we'll never eat. Well, fungus is one of them. Timmy's hungry, Mary Jane's fine, Dolores is hungry. Alright, so hungry, thirsty. Alright, now, Mary Jane, go. I'm gonna try to finish this episode. Day 36. Mary Jane went outside, Timmy's hungry, and he needs water. Dolores needs water, and Ted's doing fine. So you need both, and you need water. We couldn't get a clear signal from the radio midday. They want us to leave our guns again. Not gonna happen, because the gun's like our only source of weaponry right now. Alright, we decided to ignore those orders. Timmy is making the best. Dolores is fine. And Ted's fine. So no need to do anything. Pancake came back today with the very agitated about something. He really wants us to get out and follow him somewhere in the neighborhood. Let's bring him out. Let's see what happens. 38. Everybody looks fine. Ted's still sick. Can't do nothing about him. A well-prepared hiker always takes a map. That's what we always say. Thanks to our trusty atlas, we were able to take a look at the devastation of our town and get back home or at our shelter, just in time for dinner. Before we got back, we were able to take a detour and get some cans locked in the car. Okay, so we got +3. Timmy's fine, Dolores is fine, and Ted's thirsty. Well, he's sick, so obviously. It's really weird when you get the feeling that something is watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but there's a bugging us for a while. We've checked all the closets and no one's hiding there. Is there something alive down there besides us? Maybe a rodent? So we'll have to go on. Alright. Ted's coughing. The gun's still here. Don't look like any guts or anywhere. Nobody looks injured. Whoever it was, it's dead now. Good. Timmy needs something to drink. Water. Okay, so Dolores and Timmy need water. And Ted, I can't help you with your sickness. Unless Mary Jane comes back with a medkit. You'll expect a nuclear explosion would be enough to quench any petty arguments. Well, wrong. Alright. 40 minutes. Ted's still looking terrible. Don't look like he's sweating from sick, though. But I like his beard. We're done fighting. Timmy may not look like it, but he's strong. Dolores is fine. And Ted keeps coughing and coughing. Like that. This is terrible. We can't sleep. I hope I have no med kit. So you're just gonna have to live without it. 41, Mary Jane. Okay, so Ted's dead. And Timmy went crazy. Dolores, hungry, crazy, tired, and fatigued. And she's on the same one. Just great. Everybody's going crazy. Ted's been sick for far too long, and he's too weak to keep going. Passed away in his sleep. That's so sad. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get the least hour's sleep. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane from returning. A little trip to service might have been spotted and followed. Some additional supplies would be a great deal. Mary Jane, you're useless. She's hungry. Timmy was driven crazy. Dolores would really like some Ian. She's sanity's questionable. So food and food. Timmy has lost it. Everybody's lost it. Ever since we jumped into our fallout shelter, we've been wondering about the other door in the shelter. Should it even be here? Where does it lead? It's high time to check it out. Let's carry a gun around just in case. What's Mary Jane gonna go in? Like, everybody else is cuckoo. Well, we should just got one person dead. Like, don't you want to, like, move him into a corner or something, like, under the table and then, like, come up with stuff or something? Is that's just, like, what's the first thing to do when you open a door leading to a place you don't know? Open fire. Bam, bam. Our bolt struck the wall, and guess what? We hit a water pipe. We were able to fill a few water bottles with all the water that trickled from the bullet holes. Okay, 2 more water bottles. Mary Jane's hungry and thirsty. Timmy's hungry and thirsty. And Doris needs water. So you two need both and you need water. But we got a lot of water. Can't go for an expedition today. We have plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much to us as Auntie Ada. She lives in the country, so there's a good chance she'll be configuring her cow machine, not worrying about nukes raining down her hen house. Too bad we don't have photo of her, or do we? We put some photos into books a while ago after the giant coffee spill incident. Let's see. Anybody else died today? Okay, we're still alive. Everything looks like it's good. We did it. The photo we were looking for was stuck between pages of Scout Handbook. Mary Jane's hungry. Timmy's no longer crazy. Woo! The worst is unpredictable. Sometimes we're a bit afraid of her. Well, she's the last parent, so there's nothing I can do. If Ted was still alive, she'd talk to her. No radio progress. Once I drop the guns, not gonna happen. Anyone else dead? Okay, we're still good. Still good. We decided to ignore the orders. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble. Timmy's fine. Dolores still does not have full control. Okay. No expedition. We can't use medkit. I think Pancake got injured. I didn't read that page, but it said something about Pancake. We didn't think anything could be worse than a nuclear bomb dropping on our heads. Raindrops are falling on our heads. We buried Pancake next to the shelter in a nice place right under what used to be our white fence. We had a thought about eating him, but there are some lines you don't cross. Mary Jane's thirsty, Timmy's thirsty, and everybody needs water, basically. Okay. Hopefully this will end soon, so. Okay, every new smell attacks our noses. There isn't much we can miss. We should probably check that hole and see what the sort of smell that's coming from. No. We're just gonna leave the hole fine and dandy. Everybody's still alive, I mean, like. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, Mary Jane's fine. Timmy's fine. Dolores is fine. So nobody's crazy anymore. Expedition cannot happen. First aid kit has been useless. But no, we're not making our own drugs. You guys are not gonna kill yourselves. Day 47. She's still crazy, tired and fatigued, Too bad we didn't have that spray. Homemade drug sounds like an excellent idea. Not really. Mary Jane's fine, Timmy's fine, Doris is hungry. Alright. Can't go out for an expedition. Play a game, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I never mentioned picking one would be so much trouble. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble. Oh, she's not cray cray anymore. Oh, she's still cray cray. She just stood up more. We played I Spy and it was fun for the first 3 minutes. Mary Jane's thirsty. Timmy's needs both. And Dolores needs a drink. Drink. Timmy needs both. Did I get that right? Yeah. Alright. Dolores, I cannot send you out. You maniac, you blew it out. Okay, they blew up the barbecue. Day 49. Everybody's still alive. I barely breathe in. Fond memories are one thing. We need to be ready for harsh reality that awaits us. The place is quiet, and our shelter was disturbed today when Dolores suddenly jumped out of her seat and started cursing at the radio. I begged her to sit down and relax. The radio wasn't even but she kept saying she could hear her voices coming out the speakers. Clearly, she's great, and she broke it. Good job, Dolores. Good job. Mary Jane needs food. Timmy's fine. Dolores is still not in full control. So you need food. Well, these the first one. Alright, the trash can has become full. Let's spray it. Day 50. Everybody's still alive and Ted's still on his knees. Okay, that was close. And those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us crazy. Mary Jane's fine. Timmy's fine. Dolores is fine, except being crazy. An expedition cannot do. Bandits are at the door, promise us the worst fate we can imagine if we don't let them in. It's time to make us stand or surrender. We gonna kill them. Hopefully, so they don't come back ever again. Okay, continuing. We were able to defend our home this time. What if they come back? We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Timmy's thirsty, and everybody needs water. Water. We should go outside. We could use some extra supplies. Last time we went on supply one, we noticed a damaged tank. Okay, Dolores, don't die. Day 52. Dolores came back right away. That's good. The tank was equipped with protective gear, including a spare gas mask. Yes! Dolores is good. Mary Jane's fine. Timmy's fine. Alright. Oh, wait. There has to be some water left. Dolores needs water. Water. Expedition cannot do. It's hard being down here. Yep. Day 53. Let's see how long we can last. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal. We might never get used to it. Mary Jane's feeling safe. Nothing new for Timmy, and Dolores is hungry. Here you go, Dolores. Expedition cannot do. Again, dogs. Again? Just shoot them again. Just keep shooting them until they're gone for good. Honestly, I want to see once that breaks what will happen. Well, if they come back, too bad. Mary Jane's thirsty. Timmy's hungry and thirsty. Okay, so hungry and thirsty and just thirsty. Can't do an expedition yet. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something that we anticipated. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are married men and we should take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we can make some friends. Should we let them in? Let's see what happens. Day 55. Everybody's still alive, it looks like. Nobody's injured. Alright. Dang it, they took our stuff. Mary Jane is hungry. Timmy's fine. Dolores, water. Thirsty, hungry. Alright, well, we slowly run out of supplies. Can't do the card text. Day 56. I think Timmy has officially lost again. Nope, she's still cray. Mary Jane isn't worried. Timmy is rested. Dolores isn't doing very well. Her sanity is very questionable. Yes it is. Oh, we have to see now, Timmy. We have to. Gang dogs again? Come on, just shoot them dead. Don't scare them away, shoot them. That'll keep them away for long enough. They'll get infected because of all this stuff. We're able to defend our home again. Mary Jane's thirsty. Timmy's thirsty. Alright. Thirsty. Well, Timmy doesn't have to worry about her no more. Alright, Timmy. Bring home some meds so she don't go crazy anymore. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble. Timmy went out, and Dolores is thirsty. I feel like Dolores is gonna die sometime soon. Mary Jane has been awful silent today. This is very unlike her. Yeah, let's talk to her. Hopefully she don't try to strangle anybody. Day 59. Well, they both officially lost it. Oh my, Mary Jane's reaction was not something we predicted. She probably thinks she's a bird now. Maybe she's better off that way. Mary Jane went nuts. So, Dolores is still cray-cray. They're both cray-cray. Oh my goodness, a band of raiders are at our doorstep. They demand we let them in. This is no game. We either yield or we fight back. There's no middle ground here. Fight back? I'll just like aim up at the hole and just be pow, pow, pow as it comes through. We're able to defend the home. Water, Mary Jane's thirsty, and Dolores is hungry. Thirsty, hungry. Dang, how much longer am I going to survive for? While Mary Jane was rummaging through her belongings, she found a single plant seed. Let's see what happens. Alright, she's still crazy, so she might be imagining it, but we can't even use the radio anymore, which stinks. Mary needs food, and Dolores needs some drink. Drink, food. Alright. The trash cans become full of soup cans, but they're attracting the strange, become suspicious. That's just smash them. Smash their brains out. That's what I would do. Or step on them. They're both still crazy. Stop being, you're not chicken. Mary Jane's fine. Dolores is clearly giving into the madness. We wish we could stop her. Eventually she's just gonna die because of the cray-cray. Timmy's gone. Fight back. Eventually we're just gonna break the gun and they're just gonna come in. I don't know how much longer we can survive here. We got too cuckoo. Okay, Mary Jane's thirsty. Mary Jane, go. Go. Fly away. Get a better life. I mean, what? Mary Jane went outside, so she hurries back soon. Doris won't outlast long without water. Well, we're down 2 family members, probably one after a while. We were about to go to sleep when we heard someone knocking on the door. Who could it be at this hour? Who could it be at this part 3 slam? Should we open it up? I don't see why not. Is it gonna be the end? Okay, good. Day 65. I wonder how long you can survive in this. Apparently Doris got sick. So hopefully Mary Jane gets the med pack. Bit risky, seems to give that awful sickness. Coughing is driving us crazy. Who's driving you crazy? It's just her. She driving herself crazy? But actually, let's see what happens. The end. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. I have a feeling something like this will happen. Like, they just come down, take over. But we're basically dead anyways. At their fierce fight, our shelter, our home, was stormed by heavily armed bandits. Nothing good awaits us at their hands. Rehearse and please mercy might be the only chance of ever seeing the sky again. Even if it's obscured by radioactive dust, we survive for 66 days. Rifle, Ted, rifle. Oh, we can't click on these guys then. And this basically shows what happened every single day. Timmy was captured at least. Alright, well, if guys did enjoy this and we perished. If so, hit that like button down below. If you really enjoyed this, continue our series on this. Alright, let's see. that's it. Maybe next time we'll try to get better stuff and try to figure out getting survival off the stuff that we scavenged. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy, and hit that like button, and see you next time. Bye.